Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. Ray, hello to you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. I hope everything is amazing. Excited to see this virtual room starting to light up, and I am very excited. Crystal, good evening from Belgium. Good evening, Crystal, to you. I'm really excited about today's live stream. The heart is going. The hearts are going. Today we are going to be on fire. I feel that there's going to be so much learning, growth, and expansion. I can just feel it. Today we're going to be talking about overcoming victimhood. And you all know, Lynn, hello to you. You all know that I like to start with definitions because definitions just help us to align with how we see commonly a word. So victim is a noun. A person harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, accident, or other event or action. Victim. So victims exist. And so I want to make it very clear. The hearts are starting. Okay, this is going to be amazing. I can feel it. It's going to be amazing. So victim, people are harmed all the time. Injured, killed, crime, accidents, other events. Victims exist. Accidents exist. People being harmed exist. I'm not going to negate, and we will not negate any of these things. What it is about overcoming victim mindset. So we're not going to be in conflict with truth that happens on the physical. We're going to be jumping up to the spiritual and understanding the belief systems and the mindset that results and get into an empowered mindset. Okay. Danny, hello from Las Vegas. Hello, Danny, to you. And Nelly, hello to you too. Mary Alice, greetings, Manal, and everyone in this fantastic community. It is a fantastic community, and I can feel to my deepest core how amazing today is going to be and how we're all going to grow and just really get a sense of an enlightenment and empowerment. Very empowerment. Amy says hi from Alaska, and Lynn says sound is very low, sweet Manal. Thank you. You know what? I was struggling with the audio, which is why I came on 40 seconds later. Is that better, Lynn? Tell me if that's better. Sounds good on my end, says Danny. Well, is that Donnie? It's Donnie. Okay, Lynn says no. Sound is good. Okay, sound is good right there. I love that there's so many. So did I make it too loud now? Did I make it too loud? And Lynn, is there something that you can try? Still a bit soft, says Amy. Oh, goodness gracious, technology. Oh no, I already break into a song. Mary Alice is having the same issues. I was having audio, that's why, okay, how's that? I made it louder. How is that, everybody? As I break into a song. Oh no, are you guys, I'm already singing. I'm singing. How is that? Is that better? Is the audio better? Perfect for me, says Andrea. Perfect. No changes yet. I don't know. Sounds fine, says Lauren. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I can't hear anything, says Monica. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna try something, okay? I'm gonna try putting these away. Just see how long it's gonna take for you all to hear my audio again, for it to disconnect. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Donnie, same for me. Yes, you can hear me. Is this better? No disconnect. Okay, can you hear me? Yes, no, in between. How is the audio now? Still sounds great. Can hear you the same. Hi, Manal. Says Sukira, I'm very good about the topic. I think that's good. Yes, Amy says the same. So wait, so am I good or am I not good? Am I good? I appreciate those that say that I'm good because it says, all good here, Manal, keep singing. Oh no, medium. Mary Alice says, tried a different device, it's even lower. Ugh. Okay, I think it's device specific. You are fabulous. I'm just excited. Sukira says, ag means excited. Okay, so do I continue? Are we thinking that it's not me? Sometimes it's not me. Sometimes people should leave and come back in. It helps. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna assume it's not me. If it's me, we're gonna, please continue, says Andrea. Okay, it's so hard. I don't think it's you, says Donnie. It's so hard, you guys. Look, I'm blushing already because I want it to be perfect for everybody. Okay, so we're talking about being a victim. Victim mentality. We're not talking about being a victim. We're not talking about being a victim because I also try a different try. Okay, perfect. Okay. Victim, we defined it. I really like the energy which shows in you. Thanks for choosing the topic. Okay, fantastic. Well, let's get to the meat of it all because I know it's going to be fantastic. So victim, a person harmed, injured, or killed as a result. Okay, so Ren says hello. Andrea says she can hear us from New Zealand, that everybody should be able to hear. Okay, I don't know if that's what you said, but I sort of summarized it as I scrolled back. Victimhood, the condition of having been hurt, damaged, or made to suffer, especially you want people to feel sorry for you because of this, or use it as an excuse for something else. This is a definition, not by me. Monica is still having gone out and come back in. Monica, can you try another device? Can somebody text for Monica to try another device, her laptop or something else? But I know that it was funky audio when there was a funky feedback, and so that's why I was using my AirPods, even though I usually use my device. So if someone could suggest that, because I don't think she can hear. Perfect. Thank you, Mary Alice. Thank you, Mary Alice. I can hear Monica. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So victim, I don't want to in any way sound like I am from any way negating any incident that happens to us on the physical plane. So from all of us that know me, and it looks like a lot of knowing, but I see a few new ones, we always look at our human experience from the lens of the egoic body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical body. The physical body. On the physical plane, victimhood, being a victim, exists. There's things that happen to people, by people, and from people, and it's true. So please let's all just agree that the noun victim exists on the physical plane. That things that happen in the physical on our human journey, that constitutes being a victim. But we here are playing on the spiritual level. We are looking at our mindset and our beliefs, and we're looking at how to detangle so we can live an empowered life. And that's the lens and perspective we are going to be taking on today, okay? That we're going to be taking on. Andrea says, Lynn says, I'm listening from my phone now and looking at you on my laptop, which is fantastic. That's great. Versatility, technology. I love technology. Andrea, my younger sister is the biggest victim I have ever met. It's always everyone else's fault. Hard to deal with her. Fantastic. And that's the point we want to get to with respect to victimhood. One is we want to see really quickly that it is an identity that people pick up. It is an identity and a mindset. And this identity and mindset is very disempowering. So Andrea said it, it's everyone else's fault. That means I blame everything, everybody, the world, for everything that happens to me. And what happens with that? That's very disempowering. Very disempowering. So it really doesn't matter what your spiritual or religious beliefs are, but as long as we have beliefs that are disempowering, those are going to hurt us. Those are going to hurt us. Donnie, so tired of my past traumas ruling my life. Fantastic. And Donnie, that's what we're going to move away from. This month, we're actually next week, we're talking about overcoming trauma in life, actually. And then I think the week after that, we're looking at holding the space for grief. So we are going to shift, Donnie, together. We are going to shift this, okay? And talk about why are you tethered to past traumas? So this is all part of the same storyline. Kai says, maybe check for unmute. I feel really bad. I want everybody to hear. Mary Alice, for anyone with Android, download the free. Okay, fantastic. Okay, we're talking about the volume. Okay, this is all. Okay, Donnie, definitely a mindset and one that's so hard to get out of. Okay, so Donnie, how many times have you been on before on one of my lives? So there's a few things that we're gonna get what few things that we're going to say. One is everything first, fantastic. It's hard till it's not. So hard in the Mattain speak in our world isn't really a concept. What we're doing together is we're developing muscles. I always like to show my biceps. I don't know why. I don't even have big biceps, but it doesn't matter. We're developing muscles together. One of the muscles we're developing is it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, everything's hard till it's not. Walking was hard till it's not. Talking is hard till not. Singing is hard till it's not. Still hard for me. But everything's hard till it's not. So what we're going to do is become aware of the mindset that says it's hard, because everything can be easy and everything is easy once it's learned. So that's number one. So number one is actually, it's all about awareness. And we're going to look at all these different ways to start to become aware, to end up empowering ourselves. It's all about self-empowerment. And I was beginning to say, regardless of our spiritual beliefs, our religious beliefs, whatever we believe in life, having a sense of trust. Whoa, I'm already going to our egoic body. Trust. Hope. But I don't really like hope, because hope is, but if the hope is the best that you have, then hope is great. But hope is also has a sign of an element of desperation in there. But hope is beautiful sometimes. It depends on what the hope, or what how the essence of hope comes from. The essence it comes from. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip from moving from being tethered to being a victim, to being attached to past events, to external events, to recognizing, oh, I'm going to build a muscle. And this muscle is a muscle of awareness. And this muscle of awareness is going to start to establish self-empowering thoughts and beliefs that ultimately lead to living the life that I desire. How does that sound? How does that sound? I'm feeling a bit distracted because a lot of these volume things. How many people are having volume issues? How many people? Because I don't know if I should do something on my end. I know on my end, I've maxed out my volume. Volume is fine, says Lauren. So is it very few? No, you're perfect. It's very low with my earbuds, says Angela. So how many people are having volume issues? One, two, softer again. There's way too many people for me not to try to see what I can do. How is this now? Is this better? I think it actually is not my physical technology, but it's the app. Same good, same good. I hear you. Okay, I think I need to, same, Angela, same as in soft. Okay, let's take a moment to meditate. And then let's see, in that time, I'm gonna talk slowly to give everybody that's playing with a volume issue the opportunity to come in and to come out. Everybody that's here, let's just play a bit, and I'm gonna keep talking so everybody can play with their volume. So, it gives me tears how much you care about this, and those of us who suffer. Thank you. Your energy is a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Dottie. Oh, okay. Yes, it could be a resistance thing. I think so. So let's take a deep breath. Everybody that's not leaving the room, that doesn't have any, let's go inside of ourselves and let's just sort of actually open ourselves up to receiving if there's anything that we could do technologically wise to get this adjusted. So let's take a deep breath in. And release. Aw, Andrea, you always make me blush. I'm getting flustered because I don't like that somebody's here and can't hear, and I don't know how I can take responsibility for it. Look, the victimhood. I'm trying to be empowered and take responsibility. I'm scared to leave because if I leave, I don't think I can come back in. So I don't think the answer is me doing anything. I can try to put in my AirPods again, but I usually don't use my I go between using my laptop volume and my AirPods. But I want everybody to hear because I want us all to grow. Although the growth is also energetic. Let's take another deep breath in and let's become aware of any resistance in the room. I feel resistance actually in my chest and my jaw. I wonder if that's a surprise for any of you, because I always have resistance in my jaw. It's my sense of control, trying to control and make everything perfect. So take a deep breath in, become aware of resistance, and breathe it out. Donnie, that makes me feel better. I've seen this happening over the last weeks or so. Also issues with that. So I don't think it's you. It must be the app. I think it's the app too. Okay, will you be adding this live on your profile? Maybe another option. It will be available. I don't really like the audio quality when I do it on InsightTimer, so I post it on my YouTube channel. I did before on InsightTimer, but it's not as good without the visual. So I do it on InsightTimer. Amy, we could think of like principles of Reiki, trusting that we'll receive what we need to. Amy, exactly. I love it. Angela, I left and came back. I closed the app and came back. No difference. Okay, I think it's an app thing. I don't think it's a Manal thing. And let's take another deep breath in. Become aware of resistance within yourself or within the room. And let's release it. Let go of everything we can. Let's light the light of the universal divine come in and come into the room and just remove any of the resistant energy and just really help us have the best live inspiration to allow us to amplify our understanding of this amazing human journey that we're all on, so we can have just the love, the compassion, the acceptance to all that is. So allow that light, universal light, just come in and bathe you and bathe the room and bathe our virtual room, and let any resistance just wipe away the resistance. Can you guys feel, can you feel how good it's getting? Okay, and now let's imagine the light from the earth, the core of the earth, coming in through the core of the earth, in through the soles of our feet, through our calves, our knees, our thighs, our abdomen, and anchoring on our heart and letting go of any resistance. Let it bathe the room. Fantastic. When I poke about this is that maybe the softness brings us more present, really listening, leaning in. Beautiful, beautiful, Amy, beautiful. So everybody just lean in to the words, lean in to the intention, and let's talk about being victim. So who is aware of victim stories? Liz, how you love yourself is how you teach others to treat and love you. Beautiful, Liz. How you love yourself is how you teach others to treat you and love you. Fantastic, yes. And it's all about being love and giving love. And when you be love and give love, you receive love. And it's not about to receive the love, it's to be the love, to be the love, to be the love. Okay, so victim. Talk to me, everybody. Who is aware of victim stories? Who is aware of holding on to victim stories? Who is aware of that? Who soul says me. Fantastic, me. So what and why? Liz says I am as well. Perfect. What and why? Why? Dottie says same here. Fantastic. So everything starts with awareness. Andrea says I used to. Fantastic. Andrea, what made you shift? So everything starts with awareness. Awareness. So what is being a victim? Let's talk about this. I wrote the definitions at the beginning so it could help us get the lens of awareness. What is being a victim? For us together collectively, what is being a victim? What is being a victim? What does being a victim mean to you? We're going to get to the root cause and rebuild from there. So that's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to understand. Today we're talking about victim stories. That's not the root. There's a root cause. Together we're going to build the root cause, and from there build it back up so we can live an empowered life. So what is being a victim mean to you? What does being a victim? Do you want to write a victim story in there? But if you write it, don't overly indulge in it. Something that needs attention. It could be hiding from what we need to do for ourselves. Amy, fantastic. It's hiding, needing from the outside world. So I'm going to redefine some of that. It's needing, you called it attention, but needing from the outside world. Hiding what we need to do for ourselves. So not feeding ourselves and needing it from external rather than internal. That's what Amy says. Andrea, a friend told me a while back, if you don't want to be a doormat, get off the effing floor. Beautiful. So it's allowing yourself to be walked on. Again, external. You're giving your power to the external rather than internally walking. Jen, that someone, something is the reason for why you feel bad. Again, external. That someone, something, some story is the reason. External. Liz, I am to a degree, although not as much as I used to. Beautiful, Liz. Beautiful. Amy says, agree. Okay. I think that's a key. Would it be possible to repost your prompts? Let me see if I can repost my prompts. Let's see what comes up with that one. Victimhood, the state of being a victim. Okay, the state of being a victim. No, I can't. It won't let me go above that. And then victim was defined as someone having an accident or being harmed or being part of a crime or having something. So that's what victim is. And then victimhood is the state of being a victim. The state. So and this is Donnie, it's feeding in really well to your comment. It becomes a part of a person's identity. But it is a learned behavior and can be changed. I think it often evolves as an unconscious defense mechanism to cope with adverse life events and begins with a vicious cycle. Fantastic, Donnie. Donnie, you've got it all. We see ourselves in Mattain from the four bodies: the egoic body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical body. So the egoic body is where we carry our identity. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to get to I am. I am. I am. I just keep saying it because it feels so good. I am. If I am a victim, I am not. I am. And a victim is also a story that gives my power away to external. Everybody said, get off the floor. If you want to start walking, it's someone or something. It's everything external to you. So you've given your identity to things that are external to you. Now, Donnie also says it's a learned behavior. So my mind starts to expect it. So it's a belief. I believe I identify with being a victim. And then now my mind, my mental body is also learning it and expecting it. So now I've got my egoic body and my mental body are involved in being a victim. Donnie goes on to say, it often evolves as an unconscious defense mechanism. So now it's like it's a coping mechanism. This is with adverse life events and begins a vicious cycle. Fantastic. So we've learned to do this. How did we learn to do this? Through our life events. It's the natural unfolding of life. It's normal. It is absolutely normal because it's everywhere on TV. It's everywhere in social media. It's everywhere in the community. It's everywhere that you talk with everybody. This whole element of victimhood is rampant in society. So of course we're going to learn it and it's going to be unconscious. But what we do together here is shifting to be conscious, to being aware. And then with awareness, we can be like Andrea, where she goes, I was, but I'm not anymore. Or Liz, who's growing out of it, that says, I know that I have tendencies to it, but I'm growing better. Growing. It's a muscle that will grow together. So Jen, taking something that has happened to you as personal. Fantastic, Jen. So it's personalizing life. It's personalizing life. Because ultimately, I am is not personal. I am is one of the most beautiful testaments to truth, to oneness, to empowerment, to being. So is I am personal? Is I am personal? No. So when we recognize that every single, question. Why are life events happening? Why are these things happening? Why is everything happening? I keep leaning in. I think it's KI, right? It's KI. My nervous system getting dysregulated due to being overwhelmed by circumstances and then not knowing how to re-regulate. But I'm learning this beautiful self-empowered light of calm stillness and moving out of circumstantial disturbances. Beautiful key, because we talked about, Donnie brought into our perspective the egoic identity with being a victim, that you start to have thoughts of being a victim. When you have that, your emotional body doesn't feel good. This is what you're talking about, the dysregulation, the overwhelmment. That's on the emotional body. It emotionally feels really bad. What does it feel like to be a victim? What does it feel like? What does it feel like? Andrea says, we got sympathy at sometimes. Fantastic. So people feeling sorry for you. Why would you want somebody, Andrea, I love that you answered the question before I wrote it, asked it. Why are you looking for people to feel sorry for you? Why do we want sympathy? Why do we want sympathy? That's my question. And Jesse says, I am, and Keith says, I am. It was 2 minutes ago, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep saying I am. Andrea feels so helpless being a victim. It feels so helpless. So why do we want to feel helpless? We're getting to the root of it. Donnie, it sucks, especially when learned as a child. Feels so hard to get relief. And I myself don't even realize I'm taking the role until after it has happened, and then it feels too late to fix the situation. Donnie, that's another one of the muscles that we're going to work at. What we start to do is, once we recognize that life is happening for a reason that's bigger than us, then we can find a state of self-acceptance with the way that everything unfolds in life. So one of the shifts that we want to do is looking at the past from a lens of, oh, it is what it is. Oh, it's meant for me to grow. Oh, everything is here to guide me to learn and to expand. So I'm going to invite you, Donnie, to recognize that things are happening for our growth and expansion. And so once I start to look at not blaming myself for learning or seeing it afterwards, but start to measure that I can start to see earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier the shift, and I start to shift. So I start to recognize the victim role that I play earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. This is my growth. This is my growth. This is my growth. So the fact that you are playing a victim is absolutely natural. It's a natural part of life. It's natural. Because we've all learned it, because it's everywhere. We've learned it growing up. It's just come to us unconsciously when we were unaware. But now together we're aware, and we're becoming aware. And with that awareness, we build the muscle of starting to recognize things earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. Donnie, how does that feel? How does that feel? So Andrea says, feels so helpless being a victim. Feels so helpless. Feels misunderstood, confused and helpless. Waiting for a savior, says Andrea. So that power, we're giving our power even more away. Donnie, I'm possibly doing it right now because it feels so good to get the attention, sympathy, laugh out loud, the realization of this sucks too. Okay, but I want you to recognize, Donnie, it's normal. It's normal. I always like to say, and Jen is probably going to laugh over there, you're not special. You are not special for feeling a victim. You're not special for wanting sympathy. It's all part of us humaning. So when you start to get an awareness of like, oh, I'm just learning, I'm growing, this is a new language that I'm adopting, a new skill that I'm building, a new muscle that I'm developing, then you start to look at it from a sense of strength and empowerment. So, feels misunderstood, confused, and helpless. Now let me ask you, waiting for savior. So is this how we feel about life? This is how Jen says, not even a little bit. I don't know, Jen, do you want to feel special? You ultimately feel unworthy. The ego is bruised and needs validation so you can continue to believe you are a victim. So ultimately, isn't this interesting? Thank you, Jen, for this. That ultimately, the reason you want to feel like a victim is that you feel unworthy. So we're hitting on one of the egoic misbeliefs. So we identity, the egoic body is where we carry identity. It's also where we carry our beliefs and our misbeliefs. So a misbelief is we are unworthy, because what we are is we are worthy, we are free, and we are love. This is the Mattain principles. We are, by virtue of us being human, we are worthy, we are free, and we are love. We forget it because we're on the natural human journey. And together, and every life circumstances is to teach us to muscle back to the unconditional worthiness and unconditional love and unconditional freedom. So being a victim feeds our misbelief of our unworthiness. Does everybody see that? Can everybody see that? That being a victim allows you to validate that you aren't worthy, or maybe that you're not free, or maybe that you're sad and you're not happy. Could actually be all three of them. Your worthiness, your freedom, and your happiness. So the root cause of being a victim is ultimately our search for unconditional worthiness, freedom, and love. Can everybody see and feel that? Can everybody see and feel that? Jesse, we search for empathy or sympathy because it's a form of someone acknowledging that someone sees us. Jesse, beautiful, beautiful. We want to be seen. But who do we ultimately want to be seen by? Who do we want to seen by? Who do we want to seen by? Totally, like the smacking of your lips, says Andrea. So who do we want to be seen by? Who do we want to be seen by? I crack myself up that I asked the question so many times, but it's a really good question. Who do we want to see? Okay, Monica, I think our parents, says Monica. Monica says our parents. Ray, Munchausen syndrome. And so who is that, Ray? I don't know that syndrome. Andrea, seen by anyone that gives us attention. So we want to be seen by anyone. Liz, I find I am less of a victim and grow more in life when I prefer empathy from others rather than sympathy. Yes, Liz, that is a sign of moving from sympathy to empathy, but ultimately we want to move to love, and we'll talk about empathy and sympathy in a second, but I want to get through this one. Remind me if we don't talk about it. Jen, myself. Ultimately, everybody, we think we want to be seen by the external world. We think we want the external world to see us. We're victim to the external world. But ultimately, the truth lies within ourselves. Key says, I want to say by others, but I think that's the wrong answer. The truth is within me. Liz, to be seen by me. We're looking for others to validate our sadness, our victimhood, our worthiness, our freedom, our happiness. But ultimately, the only person that can validate is self. Is everybody feeling this? It's feeling it because my words aren't enough. It's about feeling it. Is everybody feeling it? Munchausen syndrome is a rare psychological and behavioral condition in which somebody fabricates or induces symptoms of illness in themselves. Absolutely, Ray. Absolutely. And that's one of the highest forms of being a victim, is that you're actually fabricating it. Monica, so why do we look to others? Oh, Monica, it's a fabulous answer. And you know what? First, y'all couldn't hear me. And now my gardeners usually come on Wednesday, and they came a few times Tuesday. I'm going to have to talk to him because I do it on Tuesdays because he comes on Wednesday. I hope this isn't too bad. My backyard is really small, so it doesn't take long. I don't know why today I'm like, okay, grounding. Monica, so why do we look to others? Andrea, oh no, the garden. My basement, I'm finishing a studio in the basement, and we won't be looking at the outside world, but we'll have a beautiful indoor studio very soon. Key, our good intentions too, our good intentions. Okay, Ray copied and pasted it. So why do we look at others? Because again, I don't want to make it sound like I'm blaming our parents, because our parents aren't to blame. But I know, Ray, I love the trees too. But when we were younger, what did we hear? Good girl, good boy, good job, do this to be good. Do that. We have been conditioned, and that's why today when they're teaching parenting, they say don't say good girl and good boy, they say talk about the job, talk about the journey, ask questions. But in some of our parenting, we have been trained, conditioned to look for external validation for alignment to our truth. We have been turned off inadvertently. It wasn't intentional. It's because our parents had it happen to them and whatever, but they've taught us to turn off our internal truth and align with external validation. But again, that's when we were unaware. Now we are aware, and as our path to awareness, my path to awareness, we can turn around and align internally. Monica and I'm doing the same to my kids, exactly. And you are not bad. But again, it's awareness to unawareness, awareness to unawareness, awareness to unawareness. And different people might process it differently, but we have gotten cues that we need to satisfy other people before we satisfy ourselves. And so that makes us grown adults. They're looking to being victims to get validation from others rather than from our internal selves. But we are here and we're learning to develop the muscle of validating and calibrating to our internal truth. Does that feel good? Does that feel good? Jen, if you do wrong, you're put in the corner of shame. Exactly. When you do good, you're given praise and gifts and your ego. Exactly. So, Donnie, I absolutely can see that. My wife says it's time just to get over it and let's move on. I wish it were that easy. It is, Donnie. It is. It isn't till it is, but it is. So in this sacred room, this sacred virtual room, Donnie, the sacred room that you're in, the sacred community, it is easy. In this sacred virtual room, and actually goes beyond the virtual room, this Mattain community, it is easy. And it starts with awareness. And once you're aware, it is easy. The hardest part is awareness. But if you're here, it means that you're open to the awareness. The fact that we wrote in today's topic, overcoming victim mindset, every single person here will overcome it because we are aware. Now, does that mean you're going to overcome it immediately? No, because it's a muscle. If I said to you tomorrow to develop your quads, I'm looking at my biceps, so let's talk about quads. It's going to take how long for you to go develop a routine to strengthen your quads? It's not going to be immediate. Some things can shift immediately, so I don't want to make any limitations on time, but I also don't want to have any expectations on time. So what we're going to do is just sort of accept that there's a muscle here that we're building, and we're going to accept the time that it takes for my highest good for this muscle to develop. So how does that feel? How does that feel? So Donnie's helped us with a whole bunch of things, that in this virtual space, it's easy. It is that easy. In this virtual space, it starts with awareness. In this virtual space, by every single one of us being here, we are aware. Doesn't mean in the snap of a finger, things will shift because we built them up over time. But we're not going to be entangled or conditioned by time. We're going to allow time to unfold the way that it unfolds. Okay? So, I wish it were that easy. Part of me secretly wonders, ooh, Donnie, let's see what you're wondering. I sort of read into it. I love it. Secretly wonders what will happen when I lose that part of my identity. Donnie, so did I. It's so normal to me now. I know that I would be a better person and healthier, but there's a fear of what will happen if I lose a part of my identity that's been there for so long, even an unhealthy one. Donnie, that is such a fantastic awareness that there's comfort in the discomfort. There is comfort in the discomfort, and there is fear of change. I'm going to let us all sit with that. We're comfortable being uncomfortable. We are comfortable with our coping mechanisms. We are comfortable feeling bad because we are familiar with it. And that's to change means there's unfamiliar ground and it feels uncomfortable. So who wants to be comfortable being uncomfortable? Who wants to allow change to be comfortable? Who wants to allow growth and expansion to be comfortable? Huh? I want the hearts with this one. Who wants to recognize that change can be comfortable? Me. Who wants to recognize that growth and expansion can be comfortable? Me. Who wants to recognize that some of these behaviors served me, but with awareness, I can shift to things that serve me better? Serve me better. Serve me better. Good. Okay, Donnie says me, and he's laughing. And Brandon says me. Fantastic. Andrea says yes, and Nellie says yes. And I see the hearts, and we're celebrating. And Angel has left the grounds. Angel has left the grounds. Ray, it can be good, but I don't know about comfortable. Ray, good is good enough. Good is good enough. If it's good enough, good is good enough. Good is good enough. How's that? Sempath says Shirley, and Jen is giving her muscles. Alice, it helps me in my victim mentality work is understanding I occasionally visit victim town, but today I'm not setting up camp and living there. Visiting victim town occasionally is progress. Alice, exactly. So how do we measure our progress? How do we measure our progress? I'm cracking myself up that today, every question I ask it multiple times, but I'm just going to go with it. Maybe those with the little muted sounds, when I say it multiple times, you can catch it the second time. So how do we measure our progress? We talk about this all the times on our lives. It's one of the biggest growths for me, was letting go of this strong expectation of instantaneous shift and honoring my journey for the journey it is. For journeying the journey it is. Key, losing the identity of good intentions when another's victimhood surfaces and progresses, appears forward. Okay, Key, you said good intentions twice today, I think. You said good intentions before. Tell me why you're focusing on good intentions and not results. You said it a couple times for it to be something deeper. So I want you to look within yourself and tell me why you focus on the intention rather than results. There's something in there, I believe it was you that said intentions before. So losing the identity of good intentions when another's victimhood surfaces and progress appears thwarted. So, thinking, fantastic. I want you to feel more than think, feel. I feel like I think, this is me feeling that there's a distortion sometimes with what you're giving or living or being with your intention. And you're like, hey, but it's my intention, but it's not looking like there's an alignment. And what we want to do is have your intention and your actions in alignment. Tell me if that's resonating in any way, or tell me what's coming from you from there. Andrea, as soon as I get into victim village, I become aware and quickly hightail out of there. Fantastic. So what does it feel like when we're in victim village? That's what I want to know. Appreciating the journey, good, bad, and different, just as it is in the moment. Okay, what does victim village feel like? I know there's a couple of comments up there that I didn't read. Liz, if you try to please and get validation from everyone, external, you go bananas. Internal. External equals internal bananas. When you please and validate yourself, internal, you'll be a top banana. Internal. So external, calibrating externally means internal madness or bananas. Calibrating internally means internal peace. Internal peace. So we're going to keep working at why we keep needing to use that external to leverage our internal. So I love that, Liz. Icky, Monica says, to my question about what does victimhood feel like? It feels quite heavy and dark and hopeless and sluggish. Hopeless. Okay, we're going to go back to we are giving our power away. We're giving our power away. So what happens when we give our power away? Let's go back to that feeling. Talking about time, Jen says, I remember being on a trek and we all took our watches off. It was liberating as it allowed freedom of the experience. Love it. Key, how about the space between releasing one's own victimhood but loved ones aren't aware and they are family? Key, it's always fun to talk about others. But once we start to have acceptance, honoring, compassion for ourselves and our journey, we start to have it for others. One of the things that I'm also aware of when I come onto these spiritual platforms is that people feel like when they're starting to work on themselves, that they start to judge others. Start to judge others. And start to judge how others are approaching life. And so judging others is actually judging of yourself. Anything that you're doing externally is actually a reflection of how you feel internally. So how do I think about others when we see that we smile, we love it. What do we think? Okay, I have a question for you. What do we think? Donnie, thank you for the donation despite all the noise and all the everything. I just appreciate that. And let's keep growing. Okay, so where does that question go? Where is that question? Where's that question? Where did that question go? Where did that question go? Okay, I don't know where it went. Key, how about this space about releasing one's own victimhood, but loved ones aren't aware and they are family? So let me ask you a question. When there's a toddler learning to walk and they fall, what do we do? What do we do? Kimberly, which leads me to want to help them change, which leads me to want to help them change. Help them change. And do we want to change? Monica, I need that on a shirt. Our judgment of others is what we're judging in ourselves. Beautiful. So let me ask everybody, okay? This is the big question. Our little toddler is learning to walk and falls. Our little toddler is learning to read and stutters. Our little baby is learning to eat and sort of chokes and coughs it out. What do we think? Kimberly, so I'm the savior. Exactly, Kimberly. Point on. You got it. Jesse, perhaps when you take on victimhood, then we can skirt being responsible for our lives. No one else. Beautiful. Be responsible for our lives, no one else. Yes, I get your intention, Jesse, but something's reading wrong. Jen, I think there's a sense of injustice and resentment at others when on the victim journey. Yes, because we give our power away. So let's talk about this again. Okay, we're talking about others and being victims. So let's rewind and let's calibrate to something that's easier for us. A toddler is learning to walk and falls. What do we do? A toddler is learning to read and stutters on the word that and says the at. A baby is learning to eat and sort of like spits it up and chokes. A child is learning, my 15-year-old is learning to drive and hits the curb. And I go like this. We show compassion for the baby. We show compassion. Ray says, did he hit his head? If not, then I'll tend to him and let him try again on the head. Ray, that's a great question. So did he get hurt? Because I'll help him. Or I'll leave him to try again on his own. So I'll help him and love on him. I'll help him and love on him. So, but did he hurt his head? Did he hurt himself? If not, I'll tend to him and try on his own. Beautiful. So we have compassion. Cecilia, judging of others of self. I have questions on that. For example, I judge a friend for always talking about herself, or so it seems, but I don't think I do that. I always talk about myself. Cecilia, there's a judgment of you somewhere in there. Sometimes it's distorted about you not talking or hiding or not being seen. There's some sort of judgment in there. It's not always a direct one-for-one, but if there's a judgment of someone rather than that compassion. So I'm going to keep using the eternal truth. The calibrating point is somebody falling and learning to walk and getting back up. And we have love for them. We don't feel sorry for them. We don't pity them. We might try to help them, to teach them, but it's from a place of alignment and purity. So think of the intention right now when a toddler falls and Ray said he hit his head. We help them, we get better, they see they're okay, we align them, they start walking again. Do we feel like we're judging them or we're better than them when we're helping them? Or is there a selfless desire to help and amplify their experience? So Cecilia, if you're aware of your friend who's talking about herself, or so it seems, and it's coming from an awareness and a reflection and then it's just an awareness, because I'm aware of people. We're all aware. We all see things. But if there's a judgment, there's usually a judgment somewhere hiding of yourself in there. Because if not, it would come out as compassion. Come out as pure, pure love. Or, okay, yes, I judge myself for not talking or expressing myself. Perfect, Cecilia. Thank you for getting it. Because sometimes when we're communicating in this way, there's a lag and there's distance. But exactly. So what I want everybody to recognize, any form of judgment, there is perhaps hidden self-judgment within yourself that you're not able to see. And that when we truly have the purest of intentions of other people, it comes from a place of total compassion. And I want you to visualize that toddler walking, hitting his head, helping them, and then putting them, straightening them back up. And there's no judgment. Oh, you did that terribly. Ooh, you're learning to walk sucks. Ooh, my child at that, when some people do this one, so this one's bad. My child was walking at this age. There was a bit of judgment there. But you guys, you're getting with it. Okay, thank you for Key. Thank you for your donation. Ah, blushing. You are amazing. Does judgment always lead to condemnation? Oh, Ray, that's a big question. What do you mean? It's a big question, like, what do you mean? Like, does judgment always lead to condemnation? What do you mean by condemnation? I need to know what you mean by that. Mary Alice, trying to soften my intolerance and notice less self-judgment. And I want you all to know is that you're judging yourself. So you think you're judging others, but there's something in there that doesn't feel worthy. Coming back to victimhood. Feel loved or feel free. So we're using other people as a mechanism for not acknowledging the struggle within ourselves. Cecilia, thank you for your donation. Donnie says, makes so much sense what you're saying. Okay, Alice, aha. The judgment can be a sense of, I'm better at this than the other person. Exactly, Alice. And exactly. Judgment is, I'm better than you, or I'm fearful that you are better than me. And because of that, I'm going to be judging you instead of acknowledging my lack of worthiness. Got it? Everybody, give me the hearts. Give it. This is really big stuff. I told you today is going to be huge. Everybody, Alice's huge moment. I knew that today would be huge, despite all the noise. Now they're weed eating. Oh my goodness. Despite all of this, we are growing intensely. And I know there's so many comments I missed. I'm going to scroll through them. And Ray, I saw yours. I meant to read it. Then I got to Alice's somehow. Even though I was reading this one, I started to say this one. It was really funny. Okay, Monica. I don't know what I'm supposed to say again because I just went on a tangent. Any judgment, is it about the judgment of others? Any judgment of others is a reflection of something that we are judging against ourselves. And either we think that we are or we're not. They're distortions sometimes. They're distortions. Is that what you wanted me to say, Monica? Lindsay, my mother goes into victim mentality almost every time we interact. It triggers me because it causes me programmed guilt and shame. Beautiful, Lindsay. Beautiful. In these moments, I don't know what to say to her. My thinking brain turns off and goes into flight, fight, or freeze. Do you have suggestions on how to handle this, Manal? Lindsay, yes, I do. First of all, you are doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Why are you doing amazing? Because you are aware. You are aware. You said, I'm aware my mom goes into victim mentality. So you're aware that A, she goes into victim mentality, and B, you have a judgment of her going onto victim mentality. That one's huge because I'm sure that you weren't aware of the judgment you're holding, but you got to be aware that you're also judging her going into a mentality rather than her judging for having a moment or judging her for being human, or accepting her for being human, or accepting her for her life journey, or loving her for everything that she's given you there, and that she's been through. There's a recognition of my mother goes into victim mentality. So I just want you to be aware, very, 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 very non-judgmentally. Okay, I don't want you to start judging yourself, but just aware, oh, there is a judgment in there. Okay, just aware, softly. This is all going to be done softly, almost every time we interact. So there's an expectation. There's an expectation. Yes, I needed that. Thank you. Beautiful. Goosebumps. Beautiful. So almost I forgot. So there's an expectation that you will be judging her because she'll be behaving a certain way. So I want you just to be aware, softly, softly. We're doing this softly. Okay, softly. It's observer mode. It's awareness mode. And think about the toddler learning to walk. So you're learning to walk and your mom's learning to walk and you're all learning to walk. And you think to yourself, if my mom was a toddler doing this, what would I do? I would sort of become aware. So let me keep going, okay? It triggers me, so I'm aware of a trigger because it causes me program guilt and shame. So I'm going to offer to you, Lindsay, that when this happens, what I want you to do is not shift to your mother, you being a victim of your mother. My mom does this and causes me guilt and shame. So I'm a victim of my mother. What I want you to recognize is your guilt and shame. So I want the spotlight to move from victim mentality and mother and time whenever you interact, and the spotlight goes to your guilt and shame. That's where the spotlight should be, on your guilt and shame. And it should be moving away from looking and observing your mother to observing yourself and say, ooh, Lindsay, interesting. Look at this guilt and shame. Look how quickly. Ooh, we're going to start to look at the physical sensations. Ooh, my face is flushing. My face flushes right away. Ooh, my throat is feeling tight. Oh, my chest is starting to feel tight. Start to look at the physical sensation, my throat, because you're not able to say what you want to say. You probably want to swear and say, for crying out loud, stop. Don't you see what you're doing to me? But you can't because it's your mother. You can't. It's your mother. So you want to smile and you want to start to become aware of your own sensations. Everybody, what we're talking about is what we always want to do. It's the four bodies. So we're looking, what I'm guiding Lindsay to is, first of all, she's aware of the storyline. Here's the storyline. There's a judgment in there. My mom is a victim, and every time we talk, she acts like a victim. That makes me become guilty and shameful. Ooh, there's a storyline. So now we go and we say, okay, now Lindsay, we're going to get out of our mind and we're going to go into the emotional feeling, the guilt and shame. Every emotional feeling, so now we're in the emotional body. Every emotional body is equipped or has accompanying it physical sensations. So we start to look at our physical sensations. The throat tingling, the face flushing, the arms tensing. The arms tensing. Alice, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then my thinking brain gets turned off. So now I want you to watch your thinking brain turn off. Watch it. Watch all the physical sensations and watch your fight, flight, or freeze. Just watch it all. And the more you watch it, do you know what's going to happen? Everybody, now I'm turning the mic back to you. The more you all watch it, what is going to happen? What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Cecilia, not quite release yet, but that's the path towards releasing. It's the path. Lucy, you're going to stop judging. You said stop thinking, but yes, you're going to stop judging. Kimberly, you're going to have compassion for yourself. Cecilia, yes, you have complete and utter awareness. You have stopped judging, like Lucy said, stop thinking, and you're now aware. You disempower, Jen, you will disempower it. Beautiful. Alice, more awareness. Exactly. You start to become aware, which turns off your mental body, which is the judging body, the egoic body, which is also I don't know what the egoic body is doing. It's disidentifying with the purity of the now. And you're going to just start to become aware of the four bodies. And with that awareness, you come into the present moment. You let go of stories of your mom. It's not about your mom anymore. You're not a victim to your mom. Key, exactly, disentangling the energies. It's not about your mom anymore. Now it's about you. Lindsay, it's about you and your opportunity to grow. It's about you and your shame and your guilt. It's about you and the journey that's led you to this moment that allows you to overcome these feelings that disempower you. It's about you recognizing that you get mad at your mom being a victim because you feel a victim to her. And it doesn't serve you. So what are you going to do? You're going to come out where? And with that awareness is absolutely full freedom, full empowerment. So, what did we learn? I see all the hearts, so I know this is resonating. What did we learn? What are the questions? I know there's a lot of comments up there, and there's Ray's that I almost read, that I read with my eyes in my mind, and then I read the next one, and I want to come back to that, about the question about judgment and condemnation, which I still don't know what you're saying about that. But is there any questions from that? Because that's the essence of all of the work/play. It's awareness. And in there, there's so many things that people teach you all the time. That, Lindsay, I didn't realize I was being the victim. You were. Thank you so much. This is life-changing. Lindsay, thank you. That's what we do together. We change lives together. Every live, we change lives together. Every live, we grow. We expand. We see, and we won't stop seeing, because we're human, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's what we do together. This is what we do. This is what excites me. Okay, so I had a question. Who knows what I just asked? Because I just forget what my question is. But yes, you're being the victim, Lindsay. You're being the victim. And all of us are victims, because we all play it, because we've learned it, and we're all learning to come back to, I am. I am. And if you start to see your mom as a gift, can you see now that your mom has been a gentle gift to help you to get your power back? Can you see that your mom is now here for you to be empowered to calibrate back to internal truth? So victimhood is external impacting internal. Liz said it beautifully earlier. External impacting internal. And what we want is internal impacting internal. So your mom is a gift. So now what we're going to start to see is every time your mom acts like a victim, you're going to smile and you're going to say, ooh, thank you, Mom. You're teaching me, and I appreciate the journey that we're on together. You might not say it out loud because she might look at you like you're crazy, but you say it inside. You say it inside yourself, unless she's able to receive it. You say it inside. Mom, I love you. Thank you so much. And you've taught me so much. And I recognize how much you've given me. And that you're here. And you keep helping me learn and grow and expand. Become a better and better person. I so appreciate and love you, Mom. Thank you. And then you cry. Because we haven't cried yet. And we always cry on a live. Cecilia, plus it's not for you to change your mom, for you to learn. Exactly. So good. Cecilia, yes, exactly. So good. I'm reading your words and saying your words. Exactly. So good. So anytime anybody asks about what about them, it's about you. Look in the mirror. Everything that happens to you, for you, from you, of you is for your own personal growth and is a reflection of something that is not unconditional love, compassion. It's something that's not from alignment. Yes, everybody? Yes, yes, yes. Have we grown? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go back. I still want to read what Ray said. Lindsay says yes. Okay, Lindsay, fantastic. Okay, Ray, where were you, Ray? Okay, I read it, but I still didn't understand what you were saying. Disallowing the value of what you judge. Disallowing. Ray, you're going deep and I'm not following you. You said, is every judgment condemnation? And I said, what does that mean? Condemnation means disallowing the value of what you judge. Is every judgment disallowing the value of what you judge? Okay, I'm going to say what I think you want to hear. When we're in pure alignment, which means absolute acceptance, love, worthiness, freedom, beauty, purpose, anything we see comes from a place of compassion. I'm going to say that again before anybody asks me, and I know what I'm going to say again. When we're in a place of alignment, and alignment is the four bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. The egoic, the mental, the emotional, the physical. When we're in a place of alignment, everything we see will feel like acceptance, love, surrender. Any other words that you want to say? Happiness. That's, Ray, yes, that's the ideal. So if there's any level of judgment, thank you, Jen, appreciation, gratitude, which gratitude is a bit distorted, depending people, in flow, thank you, Key. That's the ideal. So if there's any form of judgment, Ray, there's some work/play that you get to do internally to recognize why you're not aligned and you don't see it like the toddler that's falling and learning to get up. In the most extreme, I hate saying this example, but I'm going to say it. Look, I even cover my eyes. You can see body language says so much, but I cover my eyes. In the most extreme cases, people who are so surrendered, if somebody has killed their child, they find empathy, forgiveness, and it's not for the person, it's for themselves. It's for themselves. So any form of judgment is an illustration of a distortion of truth within yourself. Within yourself. Ray, did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Okay, so how's everybody feeling? I missed comments up there. If I missed your comment and you want me to read it, put it back in the window, okay? I can't scroll because I can't. So if you wrote a comment that I did not read, and you want me to read it, put it back in the window now. And then everybody tell me how you're feeling. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you empowered? Do you recognize that victim mentality is something that's easily overcome? Key, exhaling on that one. Any form of judgment is a distortion of the truth. Beautiful. Any form of judgment is a distortion of the truth. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Alice, I feel transformed. Yes. Andrea, get my new baby grandson lying on me, feeling amazing. Got my new, amazing. Andrea, fantastic. I'm so excited for you with your new grandson. Can't see pictures. Maybe you'll change your profile pic to have your baby with you, your grandson with you. Okay, so I'm going to set the premise for now, okay? Tammy, I feel amazing. Thank you for making me aware of awareness. Beautiful, Tammy, I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a few questions to make sure we're all in alignment. Key, alive and excited for growth. Fantastic, this is exactly what I want. Oh my gosh, and I'm in a funny mood today. Okay, so question. Who feels like, thank you, Lindsay, who feels like a victim? Who feels like a victim? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, Lucy still does. Okay, Lucy. Haha, Andrea says ha. Okay, Lucy, tell us. Talk. Why do you feel like a victim? Talk. Jen says no. Fantastic. Lucy, talk. Lucy, beautiful Lucy, talk. Talk. Is that a kitty cat that you have there? I'm a kitty lover. Ray, occasionally. Fantastic. Ray, talk. What is it that you feel? Let's get it out today. Let's spew it out. And now I don't mean the story, the physical story, but the vibrational story. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to ask another question. Do you recognize that being a victim is a gift in your growth and your expansion and your learning? Question, that's a question. Do you recognize, I see the hearts coming. Okay, Key, I'm now aware that I do at times. Key, beautiful. I'm so grateful for this new awareness. Fantastic, Key. You answered both questions. Lucy, my ex left me and just told me she's dating someone new. Okay, Lucy, beautiful. Beautiful. Ray says, I can see that. Wonderful. So Lucy, let's do this together. And I want everybody to play at the same time. So Lucy, do you invite growth and expansion? I'm going to ask you questions. Do you invite growth and expansion? Yes, fantastic. Lucy invites growth and expansion. Lucy, do you recognize everything that happens in life can be seen from the lens of growth and expansion? Melody says, yes, I see it as a gift and I'm aware that I do at times for sure. Fantastic. This is what we want. We want to shift the lens and how we see it. So Lucy, yes, but sometimes it's fantastic. Lucy, were you here when we talked with Donnie and said that in this sacred space, we don't really use the word hard because we realize it's hard till it's not, and we're just going to get to the it's not. So in this sacred space, it's not. We don't use hard. Because okay, fantastic. So in this sacred space, our sacred space that we all hold together in community and commune came later, is there, we don't use the word hard because it's hard till it's not. And so it's just developing a muscle. And developing a muscle is just a process. So we don't really so it's like, okay, maybe you got to do more reps or maybe you're something, but just hard is just sort of like, it just is. Are you willing to just adopt it? Just is. It's not hard. I like to say it's easy, but if you're not ready for it's easy, it just is. Are you willing to adopt, Lucy, that it just is? That it just is. That you're developing a muscle and it just is. This is interesting. Could work, says Nicole Amber. Yes, I'm feeling the pain. Yes, fantastic. Okay, Lucy, fantastic. So now, Lucy, now you have been left by somebody, okay? How does that feel? So let's get into your bodies. Okay, so you gave me the story. That's the mental story of the physical, of what's going on physically, okay? We have a visitor. That's the story. So what I want you to do is talk to me about the pain. Tell me what the pain feels like. I want to hear about how the pain feels. And anybody that's feeling, I feel rejected and not good enough. Beautiful. Lucy, you're going straight to the egoic body, okay? So not good enough. Feel rejected. So that's me feeling unworthy. Okay, Lucy, do you see that? And does everybody see that feeling rejected and not good enough is on the egoic level and it's feeling unworthy? Can everybody see that? Can everybody see that? Lucy, okay, fantastic. Now, Lucy, let me ask you, everybody, this is for Lucy and everybody, do you want to calibrate to external or internal? Do you want your worthiness to be calibrated to the internal world or to the external world? In general, this is a general question. It's not specific, but it's in general. Do you want to be calibrated internally or externally? That's my question. Perfect. So Lucy, are you willing to sort of be open? Be open, just open to the fact that this experience is helping you to learn how to calibrate internally. Are you open to that? That this experience is helping you to calibrate? Yes, yes. So I don't know if we stop there, if you already feel the shift, or if we keep going further. So tell me if you already start to feel more empowered, that you recognize that this life experience is here to help you grow and expand, and that there's circumstances that you allowed the external world to impact your internal world. And so you felt like a victim. And in that you recognize, ooh, I have the opportunity to grow. It doesn't feel good because life circumstances have our emotional reactions are what's teaching us how to feel good. JG, raise your vibration. Exactly. And do you recognize opportunity to grow? Fantastic. And do you recognize that you're worthy for being worthy? Not for a girlfriend, not for a boyfriend, not for a friend, not for a parent, not for anything external, not for a job, not for a car, not for a bank account, not for a house, not for a pet, not for a child. Right for myself. Right for myself. So can you see how this life experience has taught you to that you're externally calibrated? externally calibrated, and now you have the opportunity to internally calibrate. That's powerful. You see the power. Does everybody see the power? I see the hearts going. See the hearts going. See the hearts going. You have the power to make it right for yourself. Get it? Wow. Fantastic. So now, everybody just recognize that life, JG, yes, the shift, fantastic. JG is doing it at the same time, fantastic. So do you recognize that victimhood is a gift to teach us to internally calibrate? Who wants to see that victimhood is a gift? Who wants to see that victimhood is a gift? Cecilia with my purple cat. Triggers or treasures? Nicole, Amber, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So who wants to see that victim stories are gifts to help us internally calibrate? If others don't recognize my greatness, that's their failing. Beautiful, Ray. Beautiful. Key, I've been other informed, externally victimized my entire life. Repeating, I am self-informed, not other informed for the last 6 months has introduced myself to myself, allowing space for all things of calibrating internally. Key, fantastic. Fantastic. Definitely, it feels like total truth. JG, great jokes. Lucy, fantastic. JG, fantastic. Okay, so victimhood is a gift to allow us to internally calibrate. Victimhood is giving our power away to external factors. And then we recognize, ooh, that allows me to turn around and internally calibrate. What a powerful gift. What a powerful gift. I see the hearts going. Okay, so how is everybody feeling? How is everybody feeling? So I'm going to ask the questions again. Okay? Does anybody feel like a victim? Do I do the Jeopardy song again? It feels freeing to internally calibrate. Kimberly, I love it. Love it. So who feels like a victim? Does anybody feel like a victim? Does anybody feel like a victim? Do, 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 do. Andrea, feeling amazing being with you. Andrea, I feel amazing being with you too. Oh, and your grandson. Oh. Key is sending love to Lucy and all these beautiful emojis. Okay, so who's feeling like a victim? Okay, I can ask the other question now. Who is feeling mighty empowered? Who is feeling mighty empowered? I see the hearts. Who has today the intention, less of a victim and more empowered? Jen, you know me too well to know that I can't call you out on that, Jen. Are you going to fix it yourself or do I fix it? Andrea says, me. JG says, I am powerful. You are beautiful, JG. Cecilia, victim to myself when I doubt myself, when I give power to a fear. Cecilia, fantastic. And it doesn't matter what we're victim to. We could be victim to ourselves, to our bodies, to the weather. We could be victim to other people, to our mothers. Really doesn't matter. The subtlety of it's basically giving my power away. And so, Cecilia, question. When I doubt myself, and I give power to a fear. So Cecilia, what do you want to do? Key says, I am. Alice, now I can see why victim mentality steals my power because in this moment I feel so empowered. Alice, fantastic. So Cecilia, talk to us. What is it that you want? So step one is awareness. Okay, so we all went through step one together. Awareness, 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 awareness. Awareness of the 4 bodies. Awareness, awareness. Step 2 is acknowledging what is desired. So right now, when Cecilia, you say, victim myself when I doubt myself, when I give my power to a fear. So what is desired? What's desired? Obviously, like Alice says, I feel so empowered. So empowerment is desired. But you said I doubt myself and I give my power to fear. So what's desired? What is desired? I feel like singing. I want to feel secure And Jen, I'm still seeing you saying less of the victim. Cecilia, I want to feel secure enough to do anything without fear. Okay, Cecilia, I'm going to ask you to write that again in a more empowered way. Okay, I want to feel secure. Again, look, I'm helping you already. Not enough. I want to feel secure. Unconditional. Full stop. Full stop. Not full enough. Sort of full, sort of secure. No, I want to feel secure. Full stop. To do anything. Full stop. Oh, I gave you the answer. It's like the teacher coming up to the teacher in the middle of a test, and then they give you the answer, and you sit down, and you're like, woo! So, Cecilia, I'm rewriting it. I want to feel secure. Full stop. To do anything. Full stop. How does that feel, Cecilia? How does that feel? I want to feel secure. Full stop. To do anything. Full stop. Cecilia, I invite that. How does that feel? Jen, I appreciate this opportunity to grow and expand to become my true self. Beautiful, Jen. Beautiful. Let's see. Hold on, Jen. What had you written? Okay. Less of a victim and more empowered. Yeah, I just wanted you to say empowered, period. Cecilia empowers me. Beautiful. Empowered. K.I., your permission is freeing invitation. What do you mean by that, K.I.? Our permission to ourselves is a freeing invitation, like our intention. Is that what you're saying? Your intention is a freeing invitation? Yes, yes. Cecilia, yes. Empowered, 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 empowered. So ultimately, being a victim is disempowering, and what we want is being empowered. So right now, who feels empowered? Who feels empowered right this moment, now? Now, who feels empowered this specific moment now? Me, Cecilia, fantastic. Fantastic. Lindsay, I do. Jen says yes. The hearts are going. Fantastic, fantastic. Now, here's a bigger question for you all. Bean just jumped off my lap. Kimberly says, me, fantastic. Me. Here's the bigger question. Who, Andrea, yes. Who feels that they have the tools to feel empowered when you feel disempowered? Big question. Who feels like they have the tools? Toolbox is full. Fantastic. Jen, I know I do. Fantastic. Fantastic. Who feels the tools? Who feels the tools? Mary Alice, sometimes. Mary Alice. I got skills, says Kimberly. Mary Alice, which times yes, which times no? And I want to see the hearts. Cecilia says, sometimes I do, like Mary Alice. So when do you and when don't you? I want to see the when do. Okay, I want the hearts. This is a really important one. So great, we can come on here. We can do a live with Manal for an hour and a half or whatever it is, and then we come off. I want us to have sustained skills. And if not, we need to figure out what skills we need to develop together as a community. And that doesn't mean that we're still not going to have events that we need to use our skills, but I want to figure out what skills. Kimberly, my breath always grounds me. Okay, Tammy says me, thank you. Okay, let's everybody use our breath. My breath always grounds me. Who used their breath? I feel I need more skills. Lindsay, fantastic. We'll do that together. So let's do our breath. Everybody, let's take our breath and see how our breath can ground us. That's what we did in the beginning. Do you remember? It was all crazy and the noise and I can't hear you and I can hear you. I hope Monica G is still here. I don't know, Monica G, if you're still here, if you just gave up on us today. I hope you are. But what did we do? We said, let's take a deep breath in. We invited an awareness of the resistance in the room and we released it. We imagined light just coming and bathing the room and bathing ourselves. Okay? Key, your prompts feel like permission to be empowered, an invitation to find those skills within us. Maybe permission is Victor Holtz and said, thank you for these skills. Fantastic. Key, I got you now. I am empowering you, full stop. But I'm not empowering you. I'm speaking the truth, and that truth is empowering you. You can only be empowered when you hear the truth. could only be empowered when you hear the truth. So right now, Lucy was in the room. I asked who's a victim, and everybody said no, but Lucy said I am, until she was able to switch and hear the truth and hear her truth. Her truth. Lucy had to connect with her truth. So I don't give permission. I guide in very purposeful manner for everybody to hear their truth. And no, more than hear. Believe or know on the egoic level, you could use either word. See or know, you could use either word in your mental level. They're interchangeable, but not really, but you're using them in different ways. To feel the truth, and then we be the truth. So my prompts are done in a way to motivate the alignment of the four bodies. Believing, seeing, feeling, and being. And you could only do it if you're hearing and it resonates with your truth. How's that, Key? How does that be? Jen, your 5 steps are a great tool set to learn. Fantastic, Jen. 5 steps, awareness, acknowledgement, appreciation, release. Cecilia, you had said release when we were talking about it. And then surrender. 5 steps. That's all you need to know is 5 steps. 4 bodies, 5 steps, you've got it mastered. Mary Alice, when my self-care is on track, I have easy access. When I'm in pain or PTSD trigger, it's harder to access. Mary Alice, when you are in pain or PTSD triggered, what I would suggest for you to do is get out of your mind and get into your physical body. Become aware of all the physical sensations. Start to really see how you could be riding the physical story. Get out of the label of why you're feeling those sensations and ride the physical sensations. What parts of your body, Mary Alice, feels physical sensations when you're in that pain or PTSD trigger? And even I'd want you to remove that PTSD trigger as an identity or as a label. So I just want you to recognize that you're feeling sensations. So those are 2 major things that I would suggest, Mary Alice, that you can start using that muscle. Okay. So one is I want you to, the physical pain is so intense. Perfect. I want you to focus so hard. First of all, 1, are you willing to let go of the identity of calling it a PTSD trigger and pain even? Could we call it sensations? Could we stop calling it the physical pain and call it sensation, physical body expressions and sensations? So are you willing to do that, Mary Alice, to build that muscle? Jaw, neck, back, hip, shoulder, wrists. Okay, so yes, sensations, expressions, good. Okay, so Mary Alice, I'm going to give you 2 things, okay, for you to work on the muscles. And anybody that has a lot of physical sensations, first of all, we're going to let go of any labels. And what we're going to do, trigger, PTSD, pain, we're going to call them physical expressions or physical sensations. Physical sensations, physical expressions, whatever you guys want. Sensations, doesn't matter. But we're going to get rid of the negative connotation, the labeling, the identity, okay? And then we're going to ride the wave of the sensations. Let's try it right now. Everybody go into their bodies. Even if you're feeling good, you're going to feel physical sensations. I love riding my body when it feels good. And then you feel, so it doesn't matter if you feel bad or feel good, it doesn't matter. Zero into a part of your body that's calling you. Okay, everybody guess where I'm calling? My jaw, where I hold it all in during lives. I don't know why. I do know why. I know why. Why did I just say I don't know why? I know why. But it's just so interesting. Okay, so let's get into our jaw. I'm getting into my jaw. You get into wherever you want to get into. You do you. I'm doing me, which is my jaw, okay? So get into your physical, and I want you to ride it like you're surfing a wave, okay? Surfing the wave of the physical expressions and sensations of your body. While you're doing it, you might want to ask what it is. Just ask it. What is your sensation telling you? Mine's telling me about perfection and control. I know it, and it says it every time. It's actually a bit sarcastic and sassy. It's sort of cute today. Okay, and then tell it you see it. Remember early on in today's live, for everybody that was here from the beginning, we were talking about wanting to be seen. Your body wants to be seen. So Mary Alice, I want you to see, not label, but see the jaw, the neck, the back, the hip, the shoulder, the wrists, for what it is. I know, Mary Alice, you prefer hiding. I know, and you're laughing. I know, but when you stop hiding, that's when it goes away. This is the tool for it to go away. This is the tool. It's the boogeyman under the bed or in the closet. We talk about the boogeyman all the time. But when you start to see it and learn to acknowledge what it's telling you. Mary Alice, do you know what your pain is telling you? Sakira, hello. Has this just started now? Yes, Sakira. Now, an hour and a half ago. But we're still doing some fun stuff. Key, I need more emoji options to express my gratitude. Yes, you are seeing me. Oh, you're so beautiful. Let's see. Yes, you are seeing me and helping me understand myself and how to rise our potentials. Oh, you're so beautiful, Key. I want to cry. How's that? I'm crying from happiness. Andrea, it's always in the now. It's always in the now. Mary Alice, yes, you're so right, Manal. I used to think it wanted my attention, so I do tons of yoga and exercise. Okay, so tell me, Mary Alice, what is it telling you? What does your physical pain telling you? What is it telling you? What is it that you desire? There's a great big desire that your body is telling you. Can you share that with us and with you right now? Sukira, oh my God, I just came back and you guys are still here. You're supposed to be started again. No, we're keeping. Mary Alice, you got it. The physical body is usually telling us it wants freedom. 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 So Mary Alice and everybody that's feeling the amazing truth of that, are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Freedom is the best guest of sunshine. Sukira, yikes. I listed great chat due to my internet, but going to follow for future workshops. We'd love for you to come back, Sukira. I'd love for you to come back. Mary Alice, I know I am, but I don't always let myself feel it. Fantastic, Mary Alice. There's what your body is telling you. So the way that you can start to feel free is allowing the physical sensations of your body. It's not PTSD's trigger. It might be. Don't get me wrong. You understand. I know you. I can talk to you and you understand. It's wanting to be seen so it can be free. It's not pain. It's a baby. Your body is no different than a toddler that's having this intense temper tantrum because it's not being seen and not being allowed to be expressed. Allow your body to express. So Kira, I just followed you at Manal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Follow me. Yes, follow. Everybody that's not following, follow me. Join the group. Attain your authentic life. Let's keep the conversation going. Fantastic. Mary Alice, did you get the awareness? Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Okay. Nelly. Yes, fantastic, fantastic. There's so much that you all write in these little comments, so much. Okay, Nelly. So these triggers are here to teach us to come into our own power and see our own worth and become our true selves. I cried a few times during this live, and yes, I feel I do have the tools, but there are times I overthink, but I can breathe or move to bring myself back to my body. Nelly, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And Nelly, float between the bodies. So sometimes it's into the physical body, but sometimes we leverage the egoic body. The egoic body. The egoic body is the I am. When we kept saying I am, it's the egoic body. The empowered body, it's the egoic body. The trusting body, that's the egoic body. So float between your different bodies. I love surfing my emotional body. I love it. Love it. Shame, give me guilt, give me some of this stuff, and you'll watch me surfing through my emotional body, watching the physical sensations, looking at the thoughts, where did this come from, looking at the beliefs, and just surfing it. Love surfing my emotional body. So have fun between the four bodies. Cecilia, egoic body, where I carry my beliefs and identity. Mental body, my thoughts. My emotional body, these are emotions, my emotional body, and the physical body, our physical sensations, physical. 5 steps, awareness. Step 1 is awareness. Donnie was saying aware, he's aware. If you're aware, you're free. You're aware. Step 2 is acknowledgement. Once you're aware, there's something that you don't want. So step 2 is acknowledging what you do want. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? I don't want to feel in pain. What do I want? I want to feel free, says Mary Alice. I want to feel free. Her physical body is crying out to let her know that she wants to feel free. Step 3 is appreciation. Once you realize it's a gift, you say, thank you. I see. I see. I see. Step 4 is now you can let it go. And step 5 is surrender. And it's really not a step. It's just after you're doing the 4 steps, you surrender. But I really love, because I think that we're here just to surrender, which means to allow, to flow, to be, to I am. Cecilia, so on this, I know. So on the egoic level, I know, or I believe. It could be I know, I believe. But the belief is so strong, it's an I know. I know. I trust. Actually, I trust. This body is the I know as well. So they could be both. I don't like saying that I know, because it's like, why? Which know do I know? I trust. Trust. But you can also say I know. You could also say I believe. But believing by knowing. This one is I see. I know. I feel. I do. And those all make you I am. Nelly, oh yes, I'll do that. Fantastic. I don't know what you'll do. 3 minutes ago, Cecilia, you're welcome. Thank you, Manal and everyone. Fantastic. Thank you, Mary Alice. Wonderful. So I'm going to ask everybody again. Does everybody feel empowered? You all feel empowered. Empowered. Who feels empowered? Who feels empowered? See the hearts going. And who has the tools to feel empowered? Who has the tools? Jen says empowered in all caps. Fantastic. So Jen says empowered. Andrea, you bring out the best in me. Andrea, I love you. Cecilia, I feel alert and empowered. Fantastic, Cecilia. And I hope that alert is like the weird word of awareness, not a heightened alert because there's danger, but alert, like clarity and awareness. It's almost the combination of clarity and awareness is alert. Like I'm aware. I have clarity. I see. So make sure that that alert doesn't have the tinge and the flavor of fear or of having to be alert. Okay, fantastic. Okay, wonderful. Okay, everybody, wonderful. So we met today's intention. Today we met our intention. I think so. Yes, Cecilia, yes. And also because I was feeling sleepy, sluggish when I joined the live. Okay, what? Okay, good, Cecilia, good. Key, I seriously feel like I've grown and expanded. I have greater understanding. You are a gift. Key, you are a gift, and you've contributed so much to today's growth. Today was fantastic. It was fantastic. Okay, so, Andrea, look forward to next week. I knew today was going to be powerful. I knew today was going to be powerful. I knew, despite all the noise. Despite the noise. Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable in the beginning. Okay, so next week, we have the next 2 weeks scheduled. We're going to be talking about overcoming traumatic life experiences. And it's going to be very similar to today. Very, 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 very similar to today. Well, it's not going to be similar today because every time we have a live, it's different because we're all interacting differently. But the message is very similar. Because this month, the theme, I'm doing themes for the month. And this month is like, why don't we feel good? And so, and everything like all my different things are revolving around that. So it's overcoming being a victim, it's overcoming traumatic life experiences. And then the week after next is holding the space for grief. I think it was asked a few times. We talk about grief a lot and we talk about mourning a lot, but holding the space for grief for others. So I think I know it's going to be very powerful. I know it's going to be very powerful. So that's what we have in store. Follow me. If you don't, follow me. Join the group, Attaining Your Authentic Life. Just do it. It's just fun. We just talk. Although people have been quiet lately, but it's okay. Andrea, there will be tears. But there are tears of joy and empowerment and happiness. And what else are they, Teal? Sunshine, I wish I didn't miss this class. Sunshine. Sunshine, did you get anything out of it? I think you did. I know we always get what we need to get, and it's always recorded as well. It was always recorded. Always recorded. Okay. Jesse, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. I am, Jesse. I am. Whenever I say I am, Jesse, I actually think about you because we had that big intellectual conversation about I am, and you were like saying all this stuff. So I think about you a lot when I say I am. Jen, amazing, man. I always feel so uplifted and ready for some tasty, inspired action. Fantastic. Get all of your senses in there, Jen. Sukira, really? Where can I get the recording? I record it on YouTube. It's always placed on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Fantastic. Okay, everybody, you are all brilliant. You're all brilliant. Sunshine, yes, I did. I love hearing your vivacious voice and personality. Ah, Sunshine, thank you. Another blushing moment. Actually, but I'm not really blushing this time. But I do a lot. Jesse, you're fantastic. Manal, Jesse, you are fantastic. And I love your sunset. Key, I'm ready and equipped. Bring on the Key, no. Rewind. Oh my God. Key says, I'm ready and triggered. I'm ready and equipped. Bring on the trigger. No. Laugh out loud. Oh my God. You're killing me. And, oh, it's so funny. I'm going to keep laughing about that, Key. Andrea, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I love you all. Nellie's like, Key, you have us all in stitches right now. I love you all. You are all brilliant. I so appreciate every single one of you. I am so sorry about any volume issues today. I hope I'm going to check in with InsightTimer and check out what's going on. So sorry about any of that, but let's keep growing. Let's keep expanding. Let's keep learning. I always say growing and expanding, but this weekend when I was reflecting on some of my growth, I actually want to say learning, growing and expanding. Let's keep learning, growing and expanding. They're all different. Let's keep learning. So thirsty for knowledge, growing and expanding. Maybe I'll have to find words for all 4 bodies, but let's keep learning, growing, and expanding. Let's keep doing it together. Let's keep doing it with joy, with pleasure, with happiness, with clarity, with ease. With ease. Jesse, we love you, Manal. I love you, Jesse, and I love you all. Andrea, you did not appear on the live site this morning. Oh, Let's start a Mike Manal fund. What's a Mike Manal fund, Jesse? I don't know what that is. Your next is Tuesday. Yes, sunshine. What's Mike Manal? Overcoming traumatic life experiences, sunshine. It's the same time, 1:30 next Tuesday. Cecilia, you were a great help for me today. Definitely learned and expand. Fantastic. Thanks a bunch, Manal. Thank you, Cecilia. Jesse, a Mike Manal fund. Fantastic. I don't know where we're going to Mike me, but let's Mike Manal. Okay, you guys are all beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I will see you all. We will keep growing. We'll keep expanding. We'll keep learning. We'll keep dancing. We keep singing. We keep having clarity and flowing and being empowered and loving life because it is meant to be enjoyed, to be loved, to be full of pleasure, to be dancing, celebrating, adventuring. Put in the word. Let's end with everybody putting in their word. Adventuring, dancing, singing, rollerblading, roller skating, tangoing, having a fantastic weekend. It's Cecilia, it's Tuesday. Laughing. Yes, Cecilia, yes, have a fantastic weekend. Blissfully. Excellenting. You are all brilliant. I love you so much. Clarity. Clarity. My love. Always. That was absolutely exhilarating. I hope you enjoyed it and you feel empowered. If you want to learn more, go to my website, www.mattain.me/anxiety, and download my 10 steps to letting go of anxiety. It's 10 steps to letting go of anxiety. Enjoy the ride to feeling empowered and flowing and blissful. Let's do it together. Looking forward to seeing you again. My love, always. Don't forget to go to my website, sign up for my newsletters, and follow me. Instagram, Facebook, InsightTimer, and YouTube.